This video is sponsored by Raycon. Get yourself some affordable premium earbuds by going to buyraycon.com/domics for 15% off. So let's say you ask for the job and you could pick whatever job you want, you get it, but you have to walk with your arms parallel to your feet from now on.
Forever?
Oh, actually, no, for a year.
For a year? Yeah. Yeah, I do it.
Like at all times or only on his way to work?
Any forward, walking and running, you have to.
Okay, what's the consequence if I don't though?
You lose your job.
What the hell?
Someone is watching you at all times. Or I don't know, maybe you're wearing some kind of smartwatch that detects if you...
Okay, what if I'm walking down the street and I'm walking the correct way and then someone points a gun at me? Is that a clause for me to not...
What do you mean points a gun at you?
I'm just walking down the street and then he pulls out a gun, he threatens me.
Walking which way? But correct way, you mean the regular way or the parallel way?
No, the parallel way.
Well, that's the wrong way, but...
The correct way for this argument.
Okay.
Am I allowed to run normally or do I have to die trying to run?
Well, if you run normally, you survive, you lose your job. So would you rather live or keep your job?
Well,
I mean, it's just a guy with a gun who's to say he has a good shot. You know, he could shoot you in the leg and then you'll be paralyzed and you won't have to walk that way anymore.
Yeah, he might expect you to be running the real way, but then your arms will be the other way, so he'll miss trying to shoot you.
Yeah, he calculates for the normal method, but that's what saves my life.
Yeah, he'll be so caught off guard.
This guy's weird.
I can't read him.
He's too distracted by my walking.
Or he sees it and he's like, oh, that guy must really want to keep his job. I shouldn't shoot him.
He's put in too much work to get here. I can't.
He's earned my begrudging respect.
Yeah, I do it. That's I need bigger stakes. Me losing my job, I'm like, oh, I can just get another job. What's the...
You lose your job and then they give you a bad reference to any future jobs.
Because I didn't.
This guy can't follow instructions.
Because I couldn't walk a weird way. Yeah, I slipped somewhere and I don't think I hit my head directly, but I hit some part of my my upper back or my neck or something. And then I went to the doctor because it actually did hurt. And then they were like, you have a concussion, but I didn't hit my head.
Well, a concussion is just when your brain hits your skull.
Oh, okay.
So your neck probably whipped back and your brain was like, oh shit.
Yeah, just part of me was skeptical. I'm like, are you a real doctor?
He looks at his clipboard, it's a list of possibilities and he chooses one and he looks at your reaction. You have a concussion and you're like, uh-huh. Okay, not a concussion. You have a... He just changes his diagnosis.
Oh my god, actually the year before last year.
2018?
Yeah, 2018. Hyun did a big home-cooked meal for Pluto's birthday, which is a week before mine. And then it was a big steak and we all watched a movie and got together. And then on my birthday, we went to Denny's a week later. It was the saddest thing.
He's like, I need you to know you're not my favorite.
What if he just served the leftover steak from Pluto's birthday?
Even that would have been better than Denny's, honestly.
Do people not like Denny's? Because I like Denny's.
I like Denny's.
Well, not for my birthday, I can go to Denny's anytime.
But Denny's is also not really a casual meal for me because it's pretty heavy, in my opinion.
Yeah.
It's an event. It's you go for an event, but one that you don't care for. Never mind, I'm sorry.
You just made it worse. Rubbing salt in the wound.
You go for birthdays you don't care about. Yeah, I just try to be more, I guess, assertive, is it? Because we were, I think last week or something, we went climbing and we went to go eat after, but then Angela was at home. So I was like, hey, do you want us to get you any food from the restaurant we're at? And she's like, yeah, could you get me this item? It was an udon dish.
Yeah.
So I asked him hey, can I order my order? And then could I order this later for takeout? She's like, oh, sorry, we don't do that item for takeout. And I was like, oh, okay, then it's all right.
And you're like, no.
But then I thought about it. Yeah, I thought about it. I was like, wait, why is this not possible for takeout? I don't understand. So I called her back. I was like, could you explain to me the reasoning? I tried to be polite about it. Is it because it's too hot and maybe it's not good for the styrofoam? And she's like, oh, it's just because the quality isn't as good. And I was like, what if we're okay with that? And she got caught off guard. I was like, oh shit,
no one's ever gotten this far.
He found the solution. So I was like, yeah, why don't I just order it to eat here, but then give me a takeout box later.
Yeah.
And that's literally what I did. And I was like, oh, that wasn't so hard, was it?
But did Angela complain? Did she say it tasted fine?
I don't know. I actually didn't see her eat it later.
Maybe she didn't eat it. She's like, oh, this is gross.
So
This
bad.
quality is horrible.
Why would anyone get this to take? And it's like, that's why we have the policy.
No, I told her. I was like, oh, they don't do takeout. And she was like, oh, okay, then it's alright. And then that's when I was like, you know what? I'm gonna get your food.
Not today.
Not. You ain't hungry today.
It's 2020. It's different now.
I went to What's Up the other day with my mom, and it was the worst experience I've ever had at What's Up. I was so like, I wanted to cry how sad I was in there. Like, you know when you walk in and we signed up on the Yelp thing, so they called us in like 10 minutes later. She pointed at the farthest table next to the bathroom and she's like, oh, for two over there. And my mom looked at it and then she stopped at another table for two, like a few seats away from what the bathroom was. And I was like, oh my god, that's not where she pointed, Mom, but whatever. So we sat down, and then she started looking at her menu, and then the lady came and she's like, oh, actually, I asked if you guys could sit by the bathroom, because we have a group of 4 that we have to put these tables together for. And then my mom looked up at her, and she was like, she just shook her head. I was like,
She's like, no. Yeah.
and then like the lady was so like, I've never seen somebody like off guard like that.
I'm not.
Nani?
I'm not trained for this.
And I just like felt so ashamed. I looked down the whole time because I'm like a regular there, and I don't think she noticed it was me yet. So I ate with my hand up on my face the whole time we were there.
Why didn't you like explain to your mom then, or your mom was just set?
No, my mom looked at me after. She's like, it's too close to the bathroom. I don't want to eat smelling like shit or something. I was just like, I know why you did it, but come on, that was so mean. Like, I felt bad for the worker.
So did you see the other customers later that needed it?
Yeah, they waited longer. They sat next to the bathroom. They put them together on that
Split
table.
that party apart. You're the people we complain about.
So I've been using these earbuds for a while now, and I think it's pretty neat how this one kind of has a face on it, like with a nose, and then this one has an R on it, almost as if it stands for Raycon. That's right, this video is sponsored by Raycon.
You guys should check out these earbuds. They go for like half the price of any other premium wireless earbuds on the market. Like that one earbud. You know the one that's not this color.
Hold up, down. Don't Raycons also come in white?
Wait, do they?
Oh yeah, they do have white, and blue, and red. Ooh, rose gold.
I got these a couple months ago actually, and I've been using them every time I travel. I like how small, compact, and discreet they are. And I'm sure you and your friends would agree. I've been going to LA a lot recently, flex, and those flights are about 5 hours each way, and the E25s last for 6 hours per charge, so it works out. You guys can get your own pair by heading to buyraycon.com/domics for 15% off your order. Enjoy!
Wait, Dom, weren't you supposed to say the Raycon link twice?
Wait, I didn't say go to buyraycon.com/domics to get 15% off your order twice? Damn it.